In this video, I'm going to show you how to fully customize your header and footer for your WordPress website using the Astra theme. Astra is one of the most popular WordPress themes that you can use to customize your website on the market today. It also allows you to customize your site with a ton of useful features and pre-made templates to help you get your website looking great and functioning smoothly without too much work. While it does have a premium version, the free version is quite powerful and it's pretty much all you need to get started. A long time ago, you would have to use your WordPress theme to customize your website. Before page builders were a thing, you would have to use the WordPress block editor to create pages for your website, and depending on which theme you downloaded, you might have additional features inside of the block editor from that theme. Now, this is obviously a thing of the past nowadays. Today, people use builder plugins like Elementor to build website pages because the customization is unbelievable compared to using the WordPress block editor. The only thing you really use your theme for nowadays is to edit your header and the footer of your website. So today, I'm going to show you how to use the Astra theme to fully customize your header and footer for your website, as well as how to set up your navigation menu, and I'm even going to show you how to make a free logo as well. Now, this is the fourth video in my beginner's guide to building a website series. So in this series, I cover everything that you need to go from having no web design skills or knowledge of building a website to having a professional and completely customized website of your very own, live and online for the end of the series. In the last video, we covered how to build this exact website using Elementor, which is the page builder that allowed us to create this beautifully customized website. You wouldn't be able to do this without using Elementor. I'll leave a link above or in the description of the video to check out that last video. In case you're joining me late in this series and you don't have Astra installed, this is how you install it. From your WordPress dashboard, just go over to the Appearance tab and you're going to click on Themes right here. Inside of Themes, you'll see that Astra is already active, but if it wasn't there, all you would do is just search by clicking Add New Theme right here, and you would search for the Astra theme, similar to searching for a plugin. And then you would see Astra appear right here as the first one. You'll notice it already says installed, but all you would have to do is just hover your mouse over it, click on install, and then activate, but it's already activated as well. So that's how you would do it. Now that you have Astra installed, we can go ahead and open up our website and click on the Customize tab to configure the header and the footer. All right, so we're gonna go up and open our website up on a new tab, and then just click on the Customize tab. And so this is going to open up our Astra editor again, and this is editing our website inside of the Astra theme. And so whenever we want to edit the header, we go to the header builder. And when we want to edit the footer down below, we go to the footer builder. So let's go ahead and take care of the header first. We've got the logo, which is site title and logo. We have the primary menu, which is the menu over here. And then we have the header type, which is a transparent header. That's why you can see the background picture through the header. If this was disabled, you would just see a big white banner, similar to how you see the white banner down here for the footer. So we can scroll on top. Okay, so this is the header. I'm going to show you guys how to build a logo completely for free. And then also I'm going to show you guys how to customize your navigation menu. That being the case, let's start with the logo. And so in order to do that, we're going to go over here, open a new tab, and go to a website called Logo Maker, but without the E. So as you can see, it's Logo Maker, and then you're just missing the E right there, .com. And so this is how you can create free logos for your website. So you'll click Start My Design. They're going to ask if you want to go with a blank canvas or if you want to choose one of their templates. And to be honest, because I'm feeling lazy right now, I'm just going to pick a template, but you can also go to a blank canvas if you want to start over from scratch. So I'm going to pick this one right here, and you're going to see that they show the logo. So now I can hover my mouse over all the objects. Let me give you a quick overview of Logo Maker. Top left corner, you can search from over like 3 million graphics. So I could search for like a camera, and you'll see I get like tons and tons and tons of cameras that I can use, right? You also have all these tabs right here. I'm gonna click on Back to Canvas. On the left-hand side, we've got basic stuff like text, shapes, pencil, paint bucket, and then undo. On the right-hand side, we've got the saturation square where you can saturate or desaturate. We've got the color wheel, and then we have the opacity and layers. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is customize this logo to be ours. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just change this text to be like mine. So let's just say Baptiste. So it'll say Baptiste, and we can shrink it up just a little bit, or maybe we make it grow and then we just move this down. So something like this. So we want to make more space for it so that I can put the text up on top. And then we're going to have a subtitle text, Professional Detailing Services. Put that right below, center it, make it black, and then we could say something like, we could increase the letter spacing, but it would make it too wide. Let's increase the size of this one though, and then we can decrease the size of the other one. Basically there we go. That's what I was looking for, is I wanted it to basically be the same as the title text. So the title text we can drop down. Let's make sure it's centered, and then we'll drop it about halfway. And then we can take this text, make sure it's centered. There we go. Actually, it needs to go a little bit to the right. You can use your arrow keys to make small adjustments like this. And there we go. All right, I think that looks pretty good for my logo. Once you guys are finished with your logo, you guys can hit the save button right here. But first, I'm gonna make a light and a dark version of my website. Oh, and also I wanted my text to be red. So let's choose red, fully saturated. So what I'm gonna do is hover over the whole thing, and we're going to hold the controller command key and undo the text for Baptiste, because that's my red. Everything else I want to be white. And you can't see it, but it's there, don't worry. So first I'm gonna click on save. Don't click on the blue button because it's gonna ask you to pay for it. So if you want a low resolution free version of your logo, we're gonna click on the download low resolution PNG file. But just a heads up, it's like 60 bucks for Pro, $29 for the one design versus 10 designs. So $29, so $30 basically, for one design, for one logo. I would recommend you actually pay for your logo because you have the rights to your logo. You get a high resolution file, so it's a big file where you can put it on the side of a van, you can make bumper stickers, you can put it on a t-shirt, you can put it on whatever you want. The low resolution file is gonna be very small. It's basically gonna be this size, but it's all we really need for a website anyways. If you want anything bigger, like for it to span the entirety of your website screen, you're gonna wanna pay for it. So I always recommend, if it's your business, invest in your business and actually pay for your logo. So you get the high resolution file, you get full commercial rights, printable files, JPEG, vector, which means you can increase the size or decrease it and it won't lose its shape. It won't get blurry. Yeah, so it's really important. That being the case, it is free. Oh, by the way, I'm also not sponsored by Logo Maker. I'm not making any money. I don't have an affiliate link or anything. I'm just saying I recommend paying for your logo. But if you want it for free, download the low resolution PNG file, accept the terms, enter in your email, and hit send. And there you go. If you go and check your email, you'll see that you just got the logo for free. So we'll come over here, Logo Maker, and I can download my low resolution file for free. Perfect. From here, you just either save it or I don't know. It used to open up a download link and now it doesn't for some reason. So just save the logo as, you can save it to downloads, I guess. We'll just say Logo Bright. Close out of that one. And then we're gonna go back and save a dark version. So let's highlight everything. Select Baptiste, we'll make it black, save, download the low resolution file, send it to my computer. Now we don't need Logo Maker anymore, so we can close out of those tabs and go back to our website. Now we can go ahead and put the light version right here because that's what I need, is I have a dark background, so I need the light version. So in order to get to your logo from the header builder, you just click on site title and logo. And then from here, we're just gonna remove their logo and we're gonna insert ours. All right, and then we have our logo. All right, so from here we can select it, we can skip the crop, and voila, our logo is now displayed on our website. Looks great. We can increase the size a little bit by using the logo width, and I think it looks fantastic. So we can click on publish to save our work. So now that we have our logo for free and we've installed it on our website, we can go over here to the navigation menu, and we can change this up as well. So the navigation menu, you would just go back to the header builder. Let's go check out the transparent header. We'll go to the design tab, and sure enough, there's the black and green. So let's change it to white, and then we'll change the other one to red. Oh, yep, there we go. So it instantly changed, so we'll change to red. So now you can see the text, and whenever I hover, it's red. And whatever page you're on is gonna be red because it's like the active color. Looks great. Okay, so that's how you can change the color. So remember, you have to go to the transparent header because this is like higher on the hierarchy than the primary menu. But we can go to primary menu and click on configure the menu. And this is where we can change up the actual menu. So you'll see we have the primary menus using main menu. Actually, we're not gonna go here. You could click on edit menu, but now we're getting a little complicated. From the main menu, go to menus, and then you're going to edit the main menu, which is this one. So right now it says home, about, services, contact. If you were to add another page to your website, you would click on add right here, and then you would add the new page. If you had a different category you wanted to go to, or a post that you wanted to go to, or a custom link if you wanted to. For example, I could just put in YouTube, and then the link text could say YouTube. Obviously this would be my YouTube channel, not just the YouTube URL. I gotta add that to my menu real fast. There we go, add to menu. It wants a correct URL with the HTTPS. So you have to put in your hypertext transfer protocol text in here, I guess. We click on publish. For example, now, if I were to go to my website on a new tab, just to show you guys, you'll see YouTube is right here. So if I click on it, now it takes me to YouTube, for example. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna delete YouTube though. So if you click on add items and you click on the X, it goes away. Cool. So that's how you can add items and remove items. And as well, you can also change the order. So if you want services in front of about, you just drag it and now you'll see that it's behind, right? I'm going to click on publish and save it. So anyways, that's how you can change your navigation menu, but you don't need to because it's applicable to the template you downloaded because we have an about page, a services page, and a contact page. Later on in the series, I'm going to talk to you about how to add pages to your website. So don't worry. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we can go down to the footer. So this is the very bottom. Go to Footer Builder, and you'll notice, similar to the header, you've got copyright, footer, HTML. Copyright, footer, HTML. And you'll see that this is kind of a graphical representation. The menu's over here. The HTML, which is basically just a picture. If you click on it, you'll see it's the picture. And then the copyright, which is right here. So if you want to edit one of them, just click on it. There's no reason to edit this footer menu. It's perfect the way it is. So I'm going to leave it because you want your navigation in the footer. The HTML, we're just going to change the image out. So click on it, hit the X, remove it. Add your own media right here and put in your logo. Now this is where you would want to put the dark version of your logo, but again, I forgot to do it off camera. So I'm just going to use the light version and at least you'll be able to see the word Baptiste in red right there. And then let's resize it. So click on it and then just drag the arrow and let's make it a lot smaller. There we go. So at least you can see the red logo Baptiste. You would see the black arches if I wasn't lazy and didn't forget to download the dark version from my email, but you guys get the idea. And so if you want to edit the copyright, you just click on it and you guys can enter in your own copyright right here. But because this is an example, I don't have one, so I'm just going to leave it like this. Click on publish to save your work, and you guys are done with using Astra to customize your header and footer. And so now we can just preview our website if we want to. And now we've got it fully branded. The only thing that we forgot is our site icon, which I didn't create one. So what we can do is I'm just going to throw the logo in there for now. Normally you'd create a separate icon for your favicon. Again, you're going to go into the customizer for Astra. You're going to go into your header builder again, site title and logo. Go to the very bottom and you'll see site icon right here. We're going to select my site icon, which is just going to be my logo. Not a good idea, but I'm just going to do it. Skip the cropping. And now you can see that my logo is jammed into that little tiny favicon. You'd want something that's not a full logo. You'd want like a small, for example, Hostinger, that's the title. Their logo is the little H right here. Right? For YouTube, it's that little red icon that would be their favicon. So now your favicon, you'd want something to be more of like an icon that goes right there, as opposed to like a full-on logo. But anyways, that's how you would do it. So click on publish to save your work, and you'll notice that if I refresh the page, it's gonna pull my favicon. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so your website is looking fantastic, on the desktop view at least. But what happens if someone was to view your website on their cell phone, for example? I'm not sure it's gonna look that great. Yikes, this is a problem. Remember, this is the 4th video in my beginner's guide to building a website series. In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to configure your website for all viewing platforms. The desktop view, the mobile view, and also the tablet view, which is basically just a laptop view. It is absolutely crucial for you to make sure that your website looks good on all viewing modes, so that your visitors don't see a website looking like this. What an absolute train wreck. I'll see you guys in the next video where I show you how to fix it.